Hey, what's up guys? Today we're working on As Long As You Care by Ruel, and we're going to be playing it using bar chords. Now if you don't know your bar chords, feel free to watch my bar chords video, which is in the description below and also just up here. But if you do just want to play open chords, there are a couple of lessons by other teachers on YouTube teaching you that way already. The reason why I'm teaching you bar chords is just to make it sound as close to the original song as possible. Now there are a few chords to remember in this one, but they do kind of just repeat themselves over and over again. So once you've got the chords down, it's not too difficult. So our first chord progression is going to sound like this. So we're starting with an A flat. So we're barring the 4th fret, and your 3rd finger up to the 5th string and the 6th fret. Your 4th finger, just play that on the 4th string and the 6th fret, and then your 2nd finger on the 3rd string and the 5th fret. And at this stage, it's just one strum per chord. Then we're moving to an A flat 7. So all we're going to do here is keep that A flat shape and take off your 4th finger. Then we're moving to a D major 7. So still barring that 4th fret. Add your 3rd finger to that 4th string on the 6th fret. 2nd finger goes on the 3rd string and the 5th fret, and your 4th finger on the 2nd string and the 6th fret. And for the D major 7, we're only strumming from the 5th string down. And then we move to a D minor. So your bar stays where it is and your 3rd finger stays where it is on that 4th string and the 6th fret. Your 4th finger now goes onto the 3rd string and the 6th fret, and your 2nd finger on the 2nd string and the 5th fret. And there we go. So even though we're using bar chords, at this stage it's not too difficult because our actual bar isn't moving at all. We're just moving our other fingers. And then we're going to repeat that. So then we're going to move to an F minor. So we're going to bar the 1st fret. And this is going to be a little bit trickier. The further down towards the headstock that you get, the harder it is to bar. So just bear that in mind. Don't worry too much if you can't get it straight away. Just keep working on it and you'll be fine. So barring that 1st fret, add your 3rd finger onto the 5th string and the 3rd fret, and then your 4th finger, just play that on the 4th string in the 3rd fret. Then we move to a B flat. So still barring that 1st fret, and now what we're going to do is use our 3rd finger, and we're using that to bar the 4th, 3rd and 2nd strings all together. Now some people do find that a little bit tricky, so what you can do instead is use your 2nd finger on the 4th string in the 3rd fret, your 3rd finger on the 3rd string in the 3rd fret, and your 4th finger on the 2nd string in the 3rd fret. Now the reason why I tend to just use my 3rd finger to bar those 3 strings is just quicker to change to, a little bit easier once you get used to it. Then we move to a D flat. So using the exact same shape as that B flat, back up to the 4th fret. So barring that 4th fret, and then your 3rd finger or your 2nd, 3rd and 4th, depending on which way you're doing it, on the 6th fret. And then back to that D flat minor again. So the whole first verse will sound like this. Now I should mention, in that first verse is actually just an organ playing the chords. There's no guitar part, and the guitar now comes in at this chorus. And it's actually got some wah going on. So I'm not going to put wah on for this lesson. What I'm going to do is do something close to that wah strumming pattern that's actually going to work just as well without the wah going on. So it's not exactly the same, but it's still going to work really well. And we're starting on that A flat again. Now strumming pattern will be this. So starting, we're going down, up, down, up, down. Then we're going up, up, down, up, up, down. Up, up, together, nice and slow. As I said, starting on that A flat, then we're moving to an E minor 7. So now barring the 6th fret, add your third finger to the 4th string, the 8th fret, and then your second finger goes on the 2nd string in the 7th fret. And doing the same strumming pattern. Back to that D flat, and then D flat minor. And then we just do that again. Now in the next verse, we're going to start exactly the same as the first verse, so just long held strums. Then doing the same chord progression but using the strumming from the chorus. Then back to long held strums when we go to the F minor. This time instead of going to D flat minor, we're going to go to a C. So you can just take that D flat shape and move it back 1 fret. Or you can just go to your standard C shape. For this particular song, I will just be going the bar chord version. So barring that 3rd fret and then using your 3rd finger on the 5th fret. Just because it works a little bit better voice leading wise with the D flat. But if you are more comfortable with your C, that's perfectly alright too, it's still going to work. Now I just want to point out here again, I'm not doing exactly the same strumming that's going on in the original song. I'm kind of doing something to kind of replicate the organ and the guitar part together. So if you listen to the original song, you'll notice the strumming is a little bit different. That is on purpose. Then we go back into the chorus and we're going to do that exactly the same as the first chorus, and then we come to a bridge. So the bridge is very similar to the verse 1, but with one change. So we're going to start on that A flat, and again just doing held chords. To the A7. Now instead of going to the D flat major 7, we're actually going to go to a D minor 7 flat 5, also known as a D half diminished. But it's actually very similar to the D flat. Really what we're doing is changing the bass note. So now your first finger goes on the 5th string in the 5th fret, your second finger goes on the 3rd string in the 5th fret, your third finger on the 4th string in the 6th fret, and then your 4th finger on the 2nd string in the 6th fret. And just strumming those 4 strings, so not touching the 6th or the 1st strings at all. And then to the D flat minor. And we do that twice. So just a very subtle change from the verse chords there. Then we're going back into the chorus, exactly the same as the other choruses. Then a little outro. And all we're doing in the outro is the chorus chords, but instead of doing the strumming pattern, we're just doing long held chords. So A flat, E minor 7, to D flat, and then ending on the D flat minor. And there we go guys, that's As Long As You Care by Ruel. Leave any comments, questions or requests in the comment section below. Make sure to like and subscribe. I've got new lessons coming out every single week and you don't want to miss those, and it really helps to support the channel. Thanks for watching guys, I'm Sam, I'll see you next time.